Bedford-Stuyvesant has been a neighborhood at the center of black history in New York City for decades. Originally, the neighborhood was split in two, Bedford and Stuyvesant. But the construction of a new subway line between Harlem and Bedford caused an influx of black residents to switch neighborhoods. Eventually, they spread into the surrounding Brooklyn, including Crown Heights, Fort Greene, East New York, and Stuyvesant Heights. Bedford and Stuyvesant were combined in 1930, becoming what many consider the black cultural Mecca of Brooklyn.
We cannot take the law into our hands. We stay officers. Don't protect us.
In 1964, a race riot in Harlem and Bedford-Stuyvesant occurred due to the shooting and killing of 15-year-old African-American James Powell by the hands of an Irish police lieutenant, Thomas Gilligan. The riots lasted 6 days, starting with a peaceful march. Protesters became violent and the police responded with increased force, causing the conflict to erupt.
Don't start no shit, all right? Veto's down. Veto's down, all right? All right? Yeah, right. Veto's down. Yeah.
Yo! Yo!
Throughout Bedford-Stuyvesant's history, it has been a home for African-American civil rights and activism. But in the recent 2 decades, the neighborhood has started to convert and shift into an incredibly different social sphere. It has expanded its business, expanded its restaurants and housing, increased the welfare of its schools. It's done all that, but in the process, it's lost the only thing necessary to be a black cultural mecca: black people.
Brownstone. Who told you to buy a brownstone on my block, in my neighborhood, on my side of the street? Yo, what you want to live in a black neighborhood for anyway, man? Motherfuck gentrification.
Well, as I understand it, this is a free country. Man can live wherever he wants.
Free country? Man, I should fuck you for saying that stupid shit alone.
During the early and mid-2000s, the number of white residents in Bedford-Stuyvesant grew from 2.4% to 10%. The population of white residents making up 29% and black residents making up 49%. The beginning of gentrification in Bed Stuy began with a wave of educated black professionals, artists, and intellectuals moving into the neighborhood during the 90s.
George, take his gun! I should make you buy me another pair! Black Panther will whoop his ass! Take his bike! Man, you're lucky I'm a righteous black man, otherwise you'd be in serious trouble, man! Serious! Fuck him out! Then why don't you move back to Massachusetts?
I was born in Brooklyn.
The true evil in gentrification is the endless cycle that it implements within cities. A Stanford professor's study found that as neighborhoods gentrify, when poor people can no longer remain in their neighborhoods and move, there are fewer affordable neighborhoods, Wang said. He stated that for the black community, there are additional constraints when they move, leading them to move to a shrinking set of affordable yet disadvantaged neighborhoods within the city. Black Americans are constantly being forced into a housing market that is statistically harder for them to navigate. Their opportunities are limited more and more as gentrification continues, and the history that is so embedded and important within these communities continues to fade away as this city becomes an empty landscape with nothing left to even call it what it was. A loss of black culture in one neighborhood is a loss of black culture for the whole city, and a loss of the city's culture and everything that makes it special.